Hi everyone, welcome back to Math with Amala. Let's start a new part of your chapter. Number 4 of grade 8 data handling. Here we deals with different kinds of data orientation or representation in the graphs. What do you mean by data? A data is a collection of numbers gathered to give some information. So this is the basic definition. And data can be represented graphically with pictograph, bar graph, double bar graph, circle graph or pie chart. What do you mean by circle graph or pie chart? This is the new term when compared to the other ones. This shows relationship between a whole and its parts. Circle is divided into sections or sectors. Size of each sector is proportional to the activity or information it represents. While drawing the pie chart, you have to note some things like total angle at the center of a circle is 360 degree always, and the central angle of the sectors will be a fraction of 360 degree. The shaded portion here is a sector and it represents the activity or the information, and it is always proportional to the information it represents. In the circle graph, you can see that it is always represented inside a circle. It will not go outside. And the steps to do this are draw a circle with any convenient radius. You can draw any convenient radius. Then that circle's angle should be like this. The angle of the sector. A sector means that shaded portion. For data 1 is part 1 by whole, the complete whole. Data 1 can be represented with the fraction part 1 by whole. So the part 1 by whole is equal to part 1 by 360, which is always 360 degree. By continuing the procedure, we can represent the data 2 like part 2 by 360 degree and so on. It goes like that. For example, the number of students in a hostel speaking different languages is given below. Display the data in a pie chart. You can mark the languages and the number of students in different rows. Hindi, English, Marathi, Tamil, Bengali are represented with 40, 12, 9, 7, 4 respectively, and the total is 72 students. Angle of sector. When we come to the answer, you have to write the angle of sector first. That is part by whole. The first data is of Hindi. So part 1 by the whole. That means 40 by 72 into 360 degree. So in order to find the angle, you can use the general definition of part by whole into 360 degree, which is equal to 200. Then for English, it is 60 degree. For Marathi, it is 45. For Tamil, it is 35 degree. Bengali, it is 20 degree. In other way, you can do one thing. You can calculate 360 divided by whole firstly. Then you can multiply it with the parts. Then you will get the exact sectors of the given circle. So here Hindi covers 200. While you are marking, you should be very careful with the protractor measurements. And also it is 200 means it is greater than 180 degree. You have to add 120 degree again with this 180 degree. Likewise, you can proceed till 20 degree. Now we are moving to the next part, which is the chance and probability. Chance means the likelihood of something happening, often expressed informally. It's an informal representation and it is a likelihood of something happening. It's just a chance. There is a chance for raining today. There is a chance for getting high mark for the examination. So it's all a chance, but it's not sure. Now what do we mean by the probability? It is the mathematical measure of that likelihood ranging from 0 to 1. This chance is measured using some statistical terms, including the probability. For example, while tossing a coin, there is a chance for head or tail. Only these two chances are there. And in rolling a die, you have 6 chances. Likewise, it will range from 0 to 1. Now, what do you mean by outcomes? Outcomes are the possible results that can occur from a random experiment, like head or tail happening for the coin tossing experiment. Possible outcomes of tossing a die is head or tail. Equally likely outcomes are outcomes of a random experiment that have the same probability of occurring. No bias, no bias or external influence. When rolling a fair 6-sided die, each of the 6 possible outcomes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is equally likely. There is a chance for having at least one of this. Linking chances to probability. Probability and chances can be linked in this way, like number of outcomes divided by number of equally likely outcomes. So the meaning of outcome and equally likely outcomes are to be very much clear here. Probability can be connected with the chance using this one, the total number of outcomes divided by the number of equally likely outcomes. Now, outcomes as events. An event is a specific outcome or a set of outcomes from a random experiment. It is a subset of all the possible outcomes. That means it is a collection. It can have one or more outcomes. Chance and probability related to real life. For example, if you have a spinning wheel with three green sectors, one blue sector, one red sector, and what is the probability of getting a green sector and probability of getting a non-blue sector? The total number of colors is 3 plus 1 that is 5. Now green color probability can be 3 by 5. That means the number of outcomes divided by the equally likely outcomes. So this will yield like 3 by 5, 1 by 5 and 1 by 5 again. That is green color with 3 by 5, red color with 1 by 5, blue color with 1 by 5 probability. Keep practicing and don't forget to follow this channel for more updates. Thank you all for watching the video. Please be stay tuned for the upcoming parts of your classes.